We are live, yeah, with Garguts and me, Alex. All right. What's everyone doing? Everyone doing? Anybody that comes into the chat, anybody that does, welcome, welcome. Don't really expect people to. It's late night. Everyone I usually stream. Yeah, you just never know. That's the thing. It's like, so it should be a fun night. So, Garguts, how have you been? I haven't talked to you in about, it's been like good like a week or two now.
I know, right? I feel like it's been like a good like 2 weeks. I'm just like, yo, are you ready to stream or what?
Yeah, no, that's yeah. It's been on me. I've been dealing with my bullshit and stuff like that. But now I've been feeling the need to go and get this shit done, man.
Oh shit! I just dropped something. But yeah, I hear you on that because I was feeling the same thing. But I'm over here trying to figure out how to load this. I mean, the driver onto this shitty Line 6 UX2.
You should just be able to put the driver in your program files, and it should just read it, and it should be good.
Hopefully, I'm saving the file right now. Pick it up. But yeah, because I want to get the microphone ready. Shit.
Well, you don't sound bad the way you are, so.
So what else? I mean, actually, I've been up to like jamming.
Been jamming a lot? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of practices recently. I have one tomorrow. Actually, I have 2 tomorrow. Actually.
Nice.
You 4.
And
you got 4. You got 4. No, you got 2 more practices with your girlfriend.
No, 2. Oh, 4. Hey, maybe.
Gotta practice twice with her before you go out.
She can't hear, but she's like, "What? You got practice?" Whoops. You ever like open a beer and you smell it and you're just like, man, this doesn't smell right now.
Yeah, sometimes, kind of. I don't know. I don't drink beer too often.
It just smells like a little, like it got hot and then cold and then hot.
Ooh. Yeah, I understand.
Skunk.
Okay, I know what smell you're talking about.
Skunky. And then I actually played a show on Friday the 13th. Remember I told you?
Oh, yeah.
I was on a stream from there, but ended up drinking too much and not eating.
Oh god, it's always the greatest mixture, right?
I was waiting to eat, but I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, that was the thing. After my night of drinking tonight, I made sure to get myself some food.
That's good. So did you kill your whiskey already?
Yes, I did. It actually truly wasn't as much as I thought was going to be in the bottle. Thought there would be more.
I thought there would be more too, but it didn't look that big. It looked kind of like 750 millimeters.
Exactly. That was exactly it.
Did you get that handle though?
Yeah. I just didn't want to spend fucking $90, almost $100 on it.
Yeah, I know that.
I already spent $70 on the fucking bottle I got, so I mean, and I went through that shit within a month.
70.
Yeah. You know what's bullshit is I probably spilt more of it than I drank it.
Hey, that means it was good shit.
That's true. I would always fucking set it on my little desk that I have right here where my computer and my stuff is. But it would be right in front of my 2 inputs of my interface. And I'd always try to pull something out of my interface to plug in my guitar input. I'd always spill it.
Man, at the bar, I probably spilled like every one of my drinks.
Oh.
And those drinks they're They're like 32 ounces.
Oh yeah.
So it was like $5. And I was just like, man, I just spilled like $30 worth of beer.
Oh jeez, yeah, man.
Luckily, I snuck some beer in. It was on accident. I had it in my gig bag, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
That's right. I got this shit.
it's alright," because they forgot to give me their beer tickets anyways.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I was like, "Wait, no beer tickets for me? What's
The fuck? Everyone else got beer tickets. I didn't.
right?" I was so drunk, I forgot about it.
Well, I mean, if you were so drunk that you forgot about it, then I mean, nothing you can really do about it.
Right, pretty much. I just woke up the next day and was like, "Ah,
Like, fuck, all right.
yeah." But
Uh,
what about you? What are you up to? Been
well, I think we streamed right after I came back from Vegas for my brother's wedding. I think that's when the last time we streamed. When I came back from Reno for my brother's wedding.
yeah.
I think that was the last time we streamed.
I was like Reno 911. I love that show.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I did that. Other than that, I've really just been chilling. Um, just playing guitar, just doing a lot of chilling, basically. I haven't really done much working.
Yeah.
Um, that's all I've been doing just because there's just not much to do where I am. I'm trying to get like music started and stuff and like a band started, but it's a little bit harder out where I am. So I don't know, I just gotta put myself out there more though. I've been really isolating myself lately. So
I mean, it's good to isolate yourself for a while, but you gotta come back at it and just to regroup, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Regroup and
exactly.
just
No, yeah,
regroup,
that's
collect your
exactly how
thoughts,
that's
and
exactly how I've been
come
feeling
back
and stuff.
fresh.
Now I'm just like getting sick and tired because I'm just trying to get like my buddies and stuff out to like the bars and stuff like that because they're all like fresh 21 and stuff like that, and I'm just like, hey, come out to the bars, come have some fun. They're just like, nope.
Hey, go get smashed.
Yeah, basically, because yeah,
I'm that
I'm
way
gonna be,
too, man.
yeah, just because I'm just like, I want you guys to understand at least the bar life where I live and stuff. It's not a crazy thing. It's not like something like that. It's like the certain bars I like to go to, they're just chill, laid back and stuff. I can go have my own little space and stuff and just be chilling, drinking myself.
You go to like regular bars or your regular bar?
Yeah, it's just kind of like bars that are just around my town and stuff like that. Cause I don't. It's not like it's not like one of the big places. I've been to a bar in Sac, but I only had a drink, and it was after I went to Steel Panther. But other than that, I only
And
go
see,
to the bars in my town that I'm living in now, and it's just basically like a little town. So it's like if you go to the bar, you're gonna know some of the people you see there.
yeah. Speaking about
Like,
Steel Panther, you
yeah, I
saw.
just went and saw it. It was so much fun.
Hold up, real quick. Like, please fucking move.
What you doing? Oh, see, I like that little that little wall you got behind you. Like, who painted that? Did your girl paint that? Oh, did we lose Garguts? We might have lost Garguts. Oh well. Oh, he's back. He's back. It's all good. It's all good. But who painted that wall behind you? My dude, who painted that wall? Can you hear me? AJ Garguts.
Yo, my bad.
All good. Who painted that wall behind you? Did your girl paint that?
Oh yeah, she painted that.
Dude, that shit's sweet.
She's a artiste.
An
She just
artiste?
all she does is just create shit and then just leaves it around.
That's pretty sweet though. I mean, don't get me wrong. We just do the same thing with like
Oh, yeah.
sound.
Yeah, yeah. And we just leave it around on our desktop so you never clean it up.
Exactly.
So it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? We're both messy. I'm a messy person.
Right. Dude, I feel you. I'm messy. There's a reason why there's a drape up behind me.
I thought that
There's a.
was just for decor.
It is also, but it is also to keep my mess and stuff. Cause it's just a mess back here. Also, it's
What?
like my bathroom started to flood because it's been thunderstorming out here lately, and that's where I've been keeping all my guitar cases and my acoustic guitar. It didn't start to like flood. It was just it started getting the drops. It's like little drops. I'm like, all right, I'm taking all my cases out, so there's just cases lined across my trailer and stuff, and guitars and shit.
Shit, right now I'm trying to fucking get my little apartment going, so that's why I'm kind of like staying here for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking like literally either that or I'm just gonna do what you did and get a fucking trailer.
Like if you do it, get like a actual like mobile home, one that like full like you can drive, not one where you have to tow.
I hear that on that.
Because I feel like getting the full mobile home would be way better and stuff rather than having the trailer. I mean, the trailer's nice, but yeah, you got to think about it. If I want to go somewhere, I got to have a separate car.
Yeah. You
But
have to have something like a V8 or something.
yeah, exactly. I got to have something with a tow. Well, this trailer, luckily, it's small, it's light, it's not too bad. So I mean, at least something with a hitch, and yeah, maybe at least a 6-cylinder. But
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, dude, have you listened to any of Tool?
Dude, I heard like one song the other day on the radio and I was like, is this new?
Exactly. It's not.
I was like, I felt like this is like the unreleased Tool album that
Like
never came
okay,
out in 90s.
okay. I haven't given the full album. I have not given the full album its respect it deserves. But I have listened to the single "Fear Inoculum," like the single off the album. It's probably that's probably the same one on the radio
Yeah,
and stuff. But it's like this 10-minute long song, and it just
yeah.
sounds like anything else of Tool. It's
I mean,
nothing special.
46 and 2 is like 10 minutes long too, and it sounds great because it like takes you to this twist and turn. But
Well,
this
that's
one was literally
yeah,
just the same fucking roll that I just kept hearing, and I was just like, I
yeah.
gotta turn this off.
Yeah. You see, I think okay, so I think we're listening to the same song. I think it was Fear
Yeah,
Inoculum and
yeah,
stuff. The single off the album, the song that's named after the album and shit like that. But yeah, no, dude, I thought it was just a 10-minute long song. I'm just like, it's Tool. It's definitely Tool, you know. But
yeah. It was cool, but it's like,
it's nothing special. I see, you know. It's nothing. 13 years waiting.
it's like, I don't know. It's like, like when what's that band that came back, that thrash band, um, and
Wait,
they
what?
did like this. They did this whole like we were around since Metallica.
Do a morning impression. Say it in the morning voice.
You remember they had that documentary?
Do you know how many bands have had that documentary? We lost Garguts for a second. Pausing. His Wi-Fi ain't that great, but he'll come back. It's all good. Might be my Wi-Fi. Who knows? I mean, oh, we might have lost Garguts for real. Might have lost Garguts fully. Well, if we lost Garguts fully, I'll play a little bit of guitar to cover out him. Whoa! Whoa, you guys saw that. It's about time. Woo! Strap came straight off. Woo! That was scary. Good thing I had a hold of it. Don't you hate that? That's why, I need to get some strap locks for this or something. I think the holes are just starting to wear out on this strap. I have this strap for about, I don't know, 4 years. Might be just the way I'm holding it. There we go, much better. All right, we got Gargos back in here. Let me pull him back in here. What up, dude?
Dude, the internet just.
So you're having fun though.
Yeah, the internet sucks here, but okay, it was
Hey,
that band.
I feel you. There's so many bands, dude. There's so many.
I can't remember. They did a documentary. They were like, we were around from when Metallica was around, and then they came back and they did this whole like tour, and they did this whole documentary that made everybody cry, saying, "Oh, these are the old guys that deserve it." And then I heard their album, and I was just like, "Oh man, this album sucks."
This album sucks. Ah man, I don't know. I can't think of who it is, to be honest. Like, if someone was in the chat, they could probably think of it. There's there's so many. I feel like there is.
They had this. It was only like maybe like I would say 8 years ago they came back. It was 7 years, and they came back saying that they were one of the original thrash bands in the Bay Area.
Okay, one of the original thrash bands in the Bay Area. Okay, so it's not like Okay, not like Rancid or some shit like that.
No, it was a thrash band, and they were saying that they were around the time that Metallica was around, and Anthrax and Testament, and they never got their big, they never got their opportunity to be a big old school thrash band. And then they came back out of nowhere, and they literally just sold out of their albums because of their DVD that made everybody. It was a documentary that made everybody cry and feel bad for them. Right. They did a good thing right there. But when I heard the album, I was just like, holy shit!
It sounds so familiar. Like
I can't remember the name of them. Shit.
It'll just come randomly sooner or later, dude. It will come randomly sooner or later. But oh well. But yeah, I wasn't too impressed by at least Fear Inoculum, the single off the album. I haven't given the full album the full respect. I still need to do that. But I think it's just because there's been like the new Slipknot album.
Anvil.
And I've been all over that.
Anvil.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Canadian. They weren't thrash or Bay Area. They were Canadian. That's what I remember. It was just like I know it's like a. I just kept thinking.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I kept thinking of Looney Tunes, Acme, and then I was like, Anvil.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And yeah, they're from Ontario.
Yep.
My girlfriend's laughing at something.
Some sort of meme.
But anyways, yeah, so I haven't given Tool any kind of like really a good listen to, but I mean, I'd find it somewhere like it would be like, have you ever heard like Faith No More?
Yeah.
Like it kind of never really progressed. It just sounded okay.
Yeah.
Really good, but it never really progressed to anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly how I feel has been the whole new Tool album. Like, I know probably Tool fans will get at me and stuff like that, but I mean, I've never been the biggest fan of Tool, and I mean, it's not how long their songs. It's just I've never been a fan of Maynard. I've never been a big fan of their music. Like, all my friends that were super into their music were always my friends that were like just super into taking like hardcore psychedelics and shit, and then listening to their music. Which that I could totally get it.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's like Pink Floyd.
don't get me wrong, you high on mushrooms and listen to some Tool. I mean, shit.
Take some DMT, listen to Tool. I'll be like,
Exactly. That's what I mean.
I
So,
see what Alex Gray saw.
yeah. Where me, I'm just like, I just like to smoke. I like to maybe smoke some weed, smoke cigarettes. You know, like I'm here and there. You know, I like to drink now since I'm 21. So,
Hey, do you like mix the weed with the cigarette?
yes,
Tobacco?
that is actually what I mainly smoke.
Because
That
that's a
is
lot. That is something that I don't do at all. And
that is what I've only done, and what I've only done for the past 7 years.
I'll tell you the first time I made it out of Texas on a tour.
Yeah, always out of my piece. Yeah, always out of my piece. It's always a fat bowl of spliff and it's spliff and stuff like that. So it's just
the first
yeah.
time we made it to like a legal part when we were on tour. I literally rolled.
Girlfriend's thing's hella loud.
Oh yeah, things loud. Yeah, she's listening to Barbie.
It's hella funny, but I mean, I don't blame her. It's great.
So I rolled a full. I didn't roll a split. I rolled a full blunt.
Yeah.
The herb that we had bought from a medicinal place.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why everybody freaked out, and I was just like, well, I didn't understand that people up there only smoke spliffs, or people like everyone else smokes spliffs, and they're like, you're just wasting it. And I was just like, really? I just felt like I was just like.
Wait, if they're adding tobacco of the blunt into the fucking
That's
the tobacco of the blunt,
yes.
no, because the thing is about a blunt and stuff like that. It's a cigar. You're not supposed to be inhaling that type of tobacco. Like, I'm a little bit of a tobacco aficionado and stuff like that. Like, that's cigar tobacco. You're not supposed to be inhaling that into your lungs with the weed and stuff. Like, no, I use cigarette tobacco, and I use, you know, or pouch tobacco, like, you know, like stuff that you're supposed to be.
What are they called? The ones with the papers already with it, right?
Well, they have American Spirit pouches. That's usually the ones with the papers with it.
American Spirit. Damn, I used to get.
Well, I mean that's my main cigarettes and stuff. It's just American Spirits.
I used to get those a lot because it was just pure shit.
Yeah, but yeah, like. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it just depends and stuff like that. Depends on what I get. I usually go with the cigarettes and stuff because then I can have my spliff, and then if I want a cigarette when I'm out and about, I can still have a cigarette.
So what you were doing is loading it with pure tobacco.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, no, you don't want to be using cigar tobacco and stuff like that because it's supposed to be only inhaled through your mouth. If you inhale it into your lungs, that's so much worse for you.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that's probably the thing that I wasn't getting. I was just like, oh, you use this gross shit.
Yeah.
Where do you think the name Garguts come from? Like,
Fierce Metal Dante, back in track updates. How's it goes, peeps? What up, Fierce? Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into talking about next. We're just talking about Tool and stuff like that. So we were just, you know, getting into them. Really, I'm not the biggest fan of them. And I wasn't impressed by their new album. Really.
Yeah, I wasn't really too impressed with anything that they've done for a while.
But I know that Fierce Metal Dante is wondering about them back in track updates. So the back in track updates is you guys got until Friday. This upcoming Friday, what is it, like the 20th? What is it, Tuesday? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep. 18, 19, 20. Yep, so the 20th. I'll give you an extra day. I'll give you Saturday. 21st.
I'm gonna have to get my computer over here, but yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 21st. It's gonna be a good 3 weeks with every one of the backing tracks. And I gotta say, I'm only waiting on you and Chicken Guitars, really.
I have 75% done.
So yeah, I'm waiting on you and Chicken Guitars, and I'm still working on mine. So that's the thing. I played through it a lot of times. I just need to record it. Really.
Oh yeah, my bad. I don't have it recorded yet. But I have 75% of it done.
So yeah, you're in the same boat as me. It's just we don't have it recorded. We have the idea of what we're gonna do, so we just need to record it. Exactly what I need to do.
it's literally like I just need a few more, like maybe one more night with it, just to fucking get those little parts that I
I
fucking.
feel ya. It's just like I want to add a little couple extra stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, Fierce Metal Dante, we're right there with you. Friday is the cutoff and stuff like that for the back and tracks, sending it in. I'm gonna let Chicken Guitars know that. I got you, Fierce Metal Dante. I got Guitar Hack. I got Stafford Music Studio. Then I'm gonna get Garguts, me and Chicken Guitars. This should be a fun little collab that we're all doing.
Fuck yeah! I
So
was even thinking about fucking just hitting a bass lick in it or something.
yeah,
Like at the beginning,
yeah.
like with the
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing something like that. And I was like, hey, that might be cool.
Do it.
Because I've been playing.
Do whatever you want because that's what we want, man. It's about what you want to do in this stuff. I'm here to show off what you guys want this time. So, it's supposed to be showing off you a little bit. And I'm going to come in at the end and do my own little thing.
Should do something right now.
Shit.
Oh, wait. Speaking about that, you saw the Fricker cock blocker, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I mean,
Oh my
okay.
God, I wanted so bad.
So you know how they've all do you know how they've all been in Germany doing the 42 Gear Street?
No.
Well,
No.
so they were all in Germany for like a week and a half and stuff. A bunch of them. Glenn. It was something put on by Henning. It was over at Henning's house and stuff. So it was a thing put off by Henning is the reason why Henning didn't go
Ola
to
there and all that shit.
Ola. I don't know if Ola went, but a bunch of other guys went. So it was like I think Robert went, CS Guitars went, Glenn went, the Pedal Bros. Yeah, the Pedal Bros went. A bunch of guys went. Gear Gods went. Jen Majura, I believe. You know, yeah, Trey and stuff like that. So, yeah, and Fierce, yes, your audio is perfect, man. It's great. Like you're one of the better ones. So let you know that.
I gotta
Yeah.
hear his.
But yeah, so yeah, they were doing a full 42 gear street. Well, if you go over to Henning's channel or something like that and stuff, they're all doing a bunch of auctions right now off of eBay. And it's going towards a charity. Right now, I have 2 bids in for a Epiphone Hummingbird acoustic guitar, and a Hosa gig box. So it's like a cable and stuff like that. But you know, it's for right now. At the moment, they're still cheaper than what I could resell them for, and my money's going towards charity now.
Dude, you should just get that cock blocker.
Well, that's the thing. If none of these work out and I end up not doing that, I'm gonna buy the cock blocker instead.
Because I know for damn sure, at least if you get it, at least one of us will know how it fucking works.
Well, yeah, I want the cock blocker, but I mean, my Boss Katana artist has actually a pretty nice. It has a pretty nice noise suppression in it. It already has a pretty good gate in it.
I have the NS2, and like, I didn't know that it changed, it morphed my top end at all. Because that's like top end for me is like not, since I already have Celestians and I have EL 84s, and then I have really thick strings, like top, and then I have a JSX, which is all fucking top end. Like it's not even like an issue for me. So like I've never noticed it like morphing my top end down. That's what the cock blockers is supposedly doesn't do is change.
Yeah.
Change your shit.
Well, yeah, but you got to make sure that you got to make sure you got to make sure you have an effects loop to truly use it properly.
Like do your guitar head, right? Yeah.
Yeah, using the effects loop, because if you watch the like recent one and stuff where he shows you how to hook it up.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's how I always use the what do you call it, that pedal. Unless I was using it with.
See, how I like to use a noise gate is I usually like to use it just straight in, just the first thing I use. I usually like to put 2. Truly. Oh, might have lost him. Gargats is dealing with some kind of shitty
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, but yeah. So I like to So usually I like to use two noise gates. Truly.
Same here.
So I usually like to put one right at the very beginning over everything else, just straight from the guitar going into a noise gate and then into the amp. Usually, and then I like to put one after everything, or usually after the drives.
Yeah.
So that's usually how I set mine up. But I have most of my last amps and everything like that. I haven't had an effects loop. This is my first amp with an effects loop. So
What kind of effects loop?
what do you mean?
Is it on your amp?
Yeah. Yeah, so like the Boss Katana, it has an effects loop, send and return on it and stuff. But I used to have I used to have a 70s Fender Twin.
Oh, okay.
So that don't got no effects loop on it.
That was just like straight in.
Straight in, yeah. It's the only way to go. It was the only way to go in. I had reverb built into the amp, so luckily if I had my drive, my reverb was always at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's kind of like I was like, all right, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I would use the same kind of setup. I would kind of go straight in if I'm splitting my signal.
Mm-hmm.
I use 2 half stacks, and I'll have them switched at different
right
use just to make it thicker. But two noise NS2s were fucking great.
Right?
And then I realized, oh, you're supposed to put them in your FX loop. And this is
Here's the thing. If you find it and you didn't have a problem with it and you find them good, go with it, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, you always hear the shit of just on line 6 and stuff like that, but there's many people up there in high majority that still use line 6. Jen Majura, Henning, there's a bunch of people that still use line 6 and they like the line 6 stuff.
Are we talking about like line 6 on the interface or line 6? Because that's the only thing I have line 6. But
anything really. So you know how like some people will just be like line 6 is a piece of shit no matter what. Like they just won't touch line 6. And stuff.
I remember. Remember the band The Faceless? They had They did their first 3 albums with line 6.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's certain people, like, but like, there's Glenn Fricker. He's like, I don't touch line 6 unless it's specifically like the Helix, or it's just their fucking G10 wireless, which is, kind of an industry standard of a wireless system.
I could find cheaper wireless than the line 6 fucking G10. And they do the same thing on the same frequency, probably.
Exactly. So
probably 10 hertz off, but it's still fucking the same.
Fuck it. If it works, it works. That's all what matters. If it works, it works.
I think that I think it was a Behringer that did it, and I was just like, holy shit. I think as much.
Hang on, I can't hear you for a second. Hang on, I just want to take off my guitar. Oh, 1 second. Sorry.
But what's worse than the line 6 to me is actually
Fierce Metal, line 6, you know me.
Well, you know what, Fierce? At least you weren't on a crate.
Hey, don't be talking about the crates. Have you heard the Blue Voodoos, man?
Okay, that is the only exception to that.
The one and only exception. I will call it though.
I was this close to buying a Blue Voodoo. It was $450 at a local at a local shop, and I was just like,
that sounds like I mean, I don't really know, to be honest, because I don't know crate and Blue Voodoos too much, so I don't know if that's the deal. Sounds like a deal to me, but
I was looking in the market for an amp head at the time, and I asked him, can I turn this loud? I turned it loud. Did it chug? It was all right of chugging. It was present though, like this. It was so present, like I can do a solo off that motherfucker, and it would pluck itself. Like it
Yeah.
it had like a good gain and drive mode that was like
Mm-hmm.
fixed to like, without an overdrive pedal. It was good, but I couldn't see myself with it because it looked so ridiculous. It was a Sammy
Okay.
Hagar's. It was a Sammy Hagar's review, so it was like even more
Man,
customized.
you're talking to me. I mean, I'm a big Sammy Hagar fan, so I love me some Sammy, man.
I mean, I love Sammy too. Don't like too much Sammy and Van Halen, but I like Sammy all around.
Yeah. Well, man, man, dude. Apparently, I actually want his Explorer.
Did you,
He has a Red
oh yeah,
Rocker Explorer.
yes,
Ugh.
yes,
Oof.
yes. It's like
I was just learning about that on the Trogley show. Ooh, when he was talking about
what
the
year?
Lizzie Hale.
What year is that?
Let's find out.
I want to say it's 79 or 57, 70 something, 77. Watch it be 2004. Explorer. Hey, somebody's got to make these newer guitars fucking more popular.
True.
But with the classical fucking shit. Remember Kramer guitars? What happened to that
Oh
shit?
yeah,
Is that still around?
Kramer. Yeah.
They are. Fuck yeah. They need a 7 string. I love Kramer guitars, man. That was good solo and shit.
Oh yeah.
It was like a dime bag gold, almost. What do you call it? The Washburn. It had like this kind of almost unbalanced feeling that the Washburn was more balanced, but this other one was
Yeah.
like this one was like more rock than metal. But
Yeah.
you could still use it for metal if you could. It was weird.
Man, it's almost impossible to find the fucking Sammy Hagar signature
I do.
Explorer.
You know
It's
what?
actually really took me a second.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a limited run back in 2011.
shit. No, what was the model though? Was it modeled after a 57 or 70?
Well, we're gonna find out together.
All right.
Pull it
All
up.
right.
Ah, I
All
have a
right.
tube
All
blown
right.
on my blue voodoo. I'm actually selling. Oh, Fierce Metal
Oh,
Dante's got a blown tube blue voodoo.
dude.
There's
If
Metal
there's
Dante, got a blown tube first, got a blown tube, blue voodoo. We got $100 going once, going once, going once. We got 200, 200, 200, 250, 275, 300.
well, you know what?
We'll sell that shit right now, Fierce.
That's good. That means that that blown tube is gonna cost you $500 less.
Now, is it a blown power tube or a blown preamp tube?
It's
So
probably a
this is
power
someone
tube.
selling. Yeah, well, that's kind of what we don't hope. We hope it's a preamp tube.
Dude,
So here's
power
the Red
tube.
Rocker. So here's the Red Rocker.
There we go.
We'll zoom on in on this guy for you guys. It's coming out of what is that? Wichita, Washington. It's coming out of the U.S., so that's a good sign. Means we got a real one right here too.
That guitar is way too much.
Yeah, it's like $3,000. It's like 2,300.
Bro, that guitar costs as much as my camera.
But it is a full on.
That guitar costs as much as like 4 Hondas. Hunchbacks.
Let's see. Yeah, it's 2,300 plus $65 in shipping. It's one of 250 made.
What the fuck? That's why it's that much.
So it's a combination of a BB3 and a classic 57. So BB3 is a sound of fat, hot, and vintage, with the classic 57 sound is very bluesy and warm.
So it is a 57. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. Because that's when I see that shit, Explorers are always going to be 57s to me.
Well, yeah. The Gibson too. I mean, 2,300 don't sound too bad. I feel like 2300 for a Sammy Hagar exclusive. That ain't too bad. But
It's it's technically a hybrid. I don't know if you got that. But it's like 57 and what did you say it was?
it's a BB3,
Okay, so it's two of best worlds, I guess.
right?
The body and the electronics.
A Zebra Coil 57 Classic in the neck position. It is Zebra Coil Burst. Oh, it's a Burst Bucker 3. It's just a Burst Bucker and a 57.
Did you ever like those Gibson guitars that had three humbuckers?
Oh, you mean like the Ace Freely?
Yeah, those were
I
always
mean,
sound a little.
that's the thing. I haven't really heard one. And the whole thing is about like when Kiss had it routed, it was that the neck one wasn't actually hooked up because that is where the smoke bomb went.
So that's probably why it always sounded a little
So
weird.
technically, with Ace's Gibson that had the three pickups, he only had the middle pickup and the bridge pickup hooked up, and he probably only played the bridge pickup mainly because he would have a smoke
Yeah.
bomb come out of his neck pickup.
Hmm. Man, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Man, speaking about that, I was watching the um, Dimebag Daryl documentary. Well, it's like the Pantera
So
documentary.
Fierce is saying that it's a half stack and a head, and the head has the tubes. Well, it's over a decade.
Wait, what?
He
It's
doesn't.
oh,
He
okay.
doesn't. He doesn't know which tube is blown in it. He doesn't know if it's the power or the preamp tube.
I mean, what kind of tube is it? Is it an
Yeah.
EL34?
Which do you know which tube is blown?
Is it an A7X? What tubes are in the fucking
Yeah. What tubes
liquid?
are in the Blue Voodoo and which tube is blown?
Because if it's not a tube and all the tubes light up and everything, I mean, it still could be a tube, but it could be a transistor.
True.
And that's
All right,
gonna be,
Gargets, take over for a quick second.
we'll do. Yeah, because oh, the far right one, so you could see when it's you could see it blown out. That's what's up, Pierce. Um, oh, four two. Oh, well, if you're talking about the four tubes, then you're probably talking about the power tubes, and if it's the far right one, then yeah, it's probably blown out. Power tubes are pretty much the first ones to go out. No, I take that back. A7X are the first ones to go out. Power tubes go out later, but you also have to change the tubes. Depending on how much you use it, you would have to say if you're in a touring band, you play every day, change those tubes every month, just like your strings. If you're in a oh shit, if you're in a local band that barely plays every now and then what you would need to do is just tough it out every 6 months, and then tough it out every 6 months, and then you'll just switch out tubes because you're not really playing every fucking day. You're playing every like few weeks. Just depends on your use, but um, also putting tubes in is very very dangerous because you have to learn that tubes in okay, companies like PB they like to juice their tubes out more, so they waste their juice more. So figuring out the perfect amount of power and gain is it's quite a difficult game right there.
So you're talking about like biasing the amp? Yeah.
Yeah, biasing the amp is very difficult because if you put like
Yeah.
five more wattage than it should be, then your tubes will be dying very quickly. But if you put 5 less wattage, like let's say it's at 160, you put
I think they're over
160.
100 to replace. I mean, no, it's got to be the power tube because I mean preamp tubes aren't that expensive.
Preamp tubes are like
Yeah, preamp tubes are like
$12 each.
yeah,
But
yeah, preamp tubes you can buy fucking bulk and
but
fucking
yeah,
like. But if
I
it's a power tube and or if it's a full
25,
set,
25 to $32 each, depending on what you're
yeah,
getting.
yeah, and if you get only if you're getting like the full set of a full power tube and the preamp tubes, I think it would be like over $100.
It's crazy
But
because I think those are the tubes that are in like old school TVs, right?
yeah, it is. Yeah, the tubes that come in amps and stuff like that, they're the same tubes that come in old school TVs and stuff like that. They come in tube TVs and stuff like that. That's the reason why tubes and stuff like that. Technically, why kind of the tube amps are kind of dying out and stuff because tube amps are they are the last thing that uses those type of tubes.
I
There's
love
nothing else these days that use those type of tubes.
Actually,
Like,
I think there's a resurgence of CRT TVs coming back with tube amps. Tube amp
why?
TV because of video games, retro video games. That's why.
Oh my god. I
And
mean that makes sense, but
it makes
yeah,
because you can't point a Nintendo gun at a LCD screen. You have to point it at a CRTV screen.
really.
It's yeah, it's so different. Like you can't play
Okay, like that
Duck
makes
Hunt.
sense. Yeah.
So
I understand, but there is you gotta think about it. There is only like a certain mass group that is trying to play retro games too. Like
there's a mass group, but it's pretty
it
damn
is
cool.
large, yes, it
It
is
is really
large.
low.
Like don't get me wrong, but
I
like
have I have
like
like
comparing to the majority of everyone else that's using
everyone
everything
else.
else. Yeah, that's it's like retro gaming isn't only like such a neat niche of
Shit,
its own.
I know there's not a group for it, but retro watching movies or something like you know what I'm saying, like retro, like having a retro setup.
Well,
I think is gonna come into play sometime. Like
yeah. So okay,
not for like the
I
regular
know what you
fucking
mean.
people, but
I
like
know
for
what you
people
mean.
that can have the money.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I know exactly what you're saying and stuff like that.
Like I
Sooner or
wouldn't
later,
be.
it's gonna be like if you had like it's like nowadays like having like the cabin in the woods where it's like nothing and stuff. Sooner or later, it's just gonna be like, well, now I got my retro setup from the '50s with my nice turnstile TV that I have to go to channel 3, and
Speaking
it's
about retro,
2058.
it's like you ever seen Futurama? He's
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, he buys up all these 1990 fucking and 1980 stuff, and they're like, "Why are you listening to classical music?" And he was listening to fucking Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah.
God, yeah. But
You're a little scared to play this new little amp. Play this new amp? What, a little scared to play the new PV Invective 120? Why? The PV Invective 120 is badass. Oh, I
you got
mean,
PV,
I'm enjoying the Boss Katana over here.
um, PV Vector. That's fucking badass. Man.
Yeah, the Invective 120. It's the Misha. It's the Misha. Uh, it's it's not like
What?
the exact Misha signature amp, but it's Misha's signature amp.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Misha probably modded it.
Yeah, it's basically Misha is the one who basically like helped create it, but it just doesn't have his name on it.
Uh, what did you think about like the Dimebag Darrow app?
I mean, whatever.
You seem frustrated about.
I just it was more I never got really into it. Wasn't there a Randall? Yeah, I never really got into it. Really, wasn't there a Randall?
It was off. I don't think it was off of Randall, but it was called the Dime.
Yeah. Like okay, so like I've heard of it and stuff like that. I never really like got to like listen to it or really like into it too much, you know. But I am using this little piece right now.
Oh, oh, was that his wall? His official wall?
Yep, the dying crybaby from hell.
Man, I always wanted that, and the fucking whammy he used to have.
Yeah, I gotta do something to where I'm able to actually press the fucking foot switch, because that's the issue with this I'm having. Came with
You have
the
to open it.
came with the
No,
periphery
you have
giveaway.
to open it up. You have to open it up and fucking get that, that little metal fucking thing that pushes down inside it.
Uh-huh.
You need to bring that shit up and then fucking
Well, what I'm noticing is
fix
that
that.
so there's these little, yeah, there's these two little rubber things. It just seems like it's hitting the base before it should really press. Or
Then that
it just
it
seems like
might.
the little cushion thing's just been impressed so much that there's just a dent where it just doesn't like to press. So it's just got to get something just in here that'll be a little bit thicker, and it'll be all good. Just
Yeah.
glue something, just a little something, right in here, right in here, right here. Press the button, and the button would be perfect. It would be fine. Yeah, Epic Downwall. Yeah, this is my family friends and stuff. He just moved out to Hawaii, but he left a bunch of stuff here and stuff, and this is one of the things he left. So we're gonna, while he's gone, we're gonna check out the shit he left. And whatever he leaves and he doesn't want, I get. So,
I'm gonna actually go to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
oh, no worries, dude.
Yeah.
So Garget's gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna go use the restroom. But yeah, with the Epic Dime Bag Wah and stuff. There was also a nice Boss GE EQ I could probably use too. And then there's the Line 6 Amplify actual amp, the Amplify amp and stuff. I forget what exactly it's called. We'll figure it out more. We'll look into it more and stuff like that. That's the whole point, you know. It just depends on if he wants it back immediately. It's just he just moved out to Hawaii and stuff, so it's just he doesn't know what he exactly wants out there too much yet. So whatever he doesn't want, we're gonna check out on this channel and provide to you guys too. And there's a bunch of stuff. There's a guitar. There's a couple guitars I'm probably gonna try to fix up and stuff. There's a wash. What is it? A Washburn bass that I really want to fix up. It plays, but it seems like there's a grounding issue on it. So we're gonna check that out and make sure it's all running good. And then there's also an Ibanez guitar in there. I believe it's one of the Ibanez RGs or something like that and stuff. But it's a really nice, and it just seems, and the Floyd Rose, it seems like it just really needs like it just needs a full new Floyd Rose in it and stuff. So that's probably another project if it gets left behind we're gonna do. So Hawaii sounds warm. Hawaii is very warm. I've been to Hawaii once in the middle of December and it was still 80 degrees. So, I mean, when you're still able to be out in the ocean in the middle of December out in Hawaii, it's pretty nice. Yeah. The water, even like the ocean is warm out there. Like I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area and stuff. Ocean water was not warm. It was cold and stuff. You're getting all the direct runoff from all the rivers and stuff like that. But out in Hawaii, oh yeah, the nice volcanic water really warms up the ocean and it really makes it feel amazing. Stuff. I remember riding a sea turtle. My brother rode a sea turtle before we got told we weren't supposed to do that. That's against the law in Hawaii. Don't ride sea turtles. I do not condone that. But we did that accidentally once when it was off the shore of our hotel and stuff. All right, Gargats is back.
It smells so bad that it's gonna set the
And
house.
he's back. Gargats
Yep.
is back. What's up,
Yeah,
my dude?
I didn't quite hear what you said the past 1 minute. But
Oh, it's all good. We've been talking about like Hawaii and stuff like that. Just like it's Fierce Metals Dante said it sounds warm and stuff, and I'm just like I've been to Hawaii once, so
Hawaii, damn, I've never been there at all.
yeah, I went once, and that's the thing. I went in December too, and it was
And it was
still
still
like
good?
80 degrees. I was still able to go in the ocean and stuff like that. Like the ocean water there is warm.
Did you experience any good Hawaiian food or good Hawaiian herbs?
At the time, I was only in 8th grade, so that was before I smoked the Hawaiian herbs. Hawaiian food though, it was still like not real authentic Hawaiian food, but there was something of like the glazed donut burger, which is a very big Hawaiian dish. Have you ever
Oh
had
yeah,
it?
because they're like they're gourmet. What do you call it? Samoans, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
I
yeah,
would
but think about a gourmet burger with two fucking Krispy Kreme donuts as the buns.
Oh yeah, they're serving that now with
So good.
they're serving that now at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, I've seen these so many times everywhere else, but now everybody's trying to make a big deal about it. I'm just like, hey, y'all need to chill out. Like,
Right,
that
right.
is,
All right, all right. So before we go on, we got to give our salute. We got to give our salute to the great men's that have died recently this past week. Of
oh
Rick
man,
Ocasek of the Cars and Eddie Money. We just want
I
to give a
think
quick silence for them. We're good on the silence. Thank you guys.
I was gonna say pour some out for my homies real quick.
Exactly. Pour one out for my homies real quick.
Pour
Yeah,
some out
exactly.
for my homies real
Pour one out.
quick.
Yeah, no, pour one out in my mouth for my homies real quick.
Hey, seriously though, like I think
uh,
Eddie Money was the one that hurt me the most. Because I mean, I like the Cars, I've heard the Cars, but I think Eddie Money was the one where
yes, no, yeah, same. It was definitely the Eddie Money and stuff like that. Don't like okay, so I've never been like the biggest Eddie Money fan, but I've always known Eddie Money. You know, not like yeah, like I'm not like been like oh I'm a Eddie Money fan. You know, but I've always known Eddie Money.
yeah.
Never had a problem or anything like that. But
I
I
was,
always remember I had a kid in school that was just obsessed with Eddie Money,
oh,
stuff
there
like
was
that.
always that one kid. There was
There was
always that
always that
one.
one. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like there was always that one kid that was obsessed with Michael Jackson too. I was just like, well, of
Yep.
course you are. You're a fucking 12-year-old boy.
Oh, that's all bad. That's all bad.
Not going there.
uh, but yeah, so we had to give our salute to these two great men we have lost today, or this past week.
This last week,
Yeah, but
seriously,
it's sad that
seriously, that
you know it's sad these past 2 years. You know we've lost a lot of great people.
shit. I still can't even get over the Vinnie Paul death.
I know it's been over a year now. Over a year.
Like I
Like
literally still keep forgetting he's dead.
dude, I know, and dude, but hell yeah, they're doing a tribute tour right now. They're gonna do a tribute tour, dude,
I saw that,
and it's gonna be sweet. I am thinking about going.
and I'm gonna definitely go because I was supposed to see Hell Yeah at River City Rock Fest. It was here
I
in
was supposed to
Texas,
see hell yeah Aftershock this last year.
and the unfortunate passing happened. And
Yeah, exactly. Did they do a tribute at the festival you were at?
no, they didn't play because that happened. Like literally 2 weeks
So
before they were on tour, and this
yeah.
happened, or they were about to hit tour, and this happened.
Oh, yeah. So what they did, yeah, you see, because Aftershock was the first time Hell Yeah even played, and only their bass player played and stuff. And what they did was a tribute to Vinnie Paul at Aftershock.
What?
So they pulled a bunch of singers from a bunch of different bands. They pulled guitar player from Shinedown. They pulled Johnny Davis of Korn. They pulled fucking lead singer of Godsmack. Like yeah, they pulled out a bunch of these guys just to do a bunch of Damage Plan, Hell Yeah, and Pantera songs.
What? No Rebel meets Rebel?
They might have. I don't remember. If you go, just watch the Aftershock, my Aftershock vlog, dude. It's all in there. All of the Vinnie
I gotta
Paul.
see that.
Yeah, it's one of the very
Oh,
first
vlog?
ones. Yeah, it's the yeah. Remember the Aftershock vlog
Yeah,
I
I gotta
did?
see that. I gotta see that.
Go-
No, I gotta see that.
Get the fuck on my channel, man, dude. Yeah, I got the I got a 3-part Aftershock vlog and stuff that shows. Yeah, it shows my day in life of Aftershock.
Were you a fan of Rebel meets Rebel?
No, not really. I didn't really hear them that much.
It was Dimebag and Vinnie Paul when they got tired of Pantera just like not doing anything. That was the first thing we hopped on, and there was like this old guy just singing. Um, he was just singing. It was just like rock and roll metal blues. It was fucking just awesome because it's very plain. It's kind of like Motorhead, but it's like not as grungy as Motorhead.
Yeah. So Fierce Metal Dante's got a question. He says, any advice for the PV Invective 120 microphone simulated direct interface (MSDI)? Only got a lift and ground button, tone, and level knobs. Don't think I can record entirely silently. Well,
So
Fierce Metal Dante, I'm not the biggest well-known guy to the PV Invective. I don't know about Garguts, but let's find out together.
What is he saying though? Like he's saying that he wants
So
to know
he's
about.
saying that it possibly has a direct. So he's possibly saying it either has either a line out or a direct like headphones recording out, is what
Oh, the
I'm hearing, or a microphone simulated direct interface, which is usually like the USB. You know, if you could, the USB. So certain amps, like my amp right now, the
Because
Boss
it's
Katana.
USB and XLR.
Well, yeah, it just depends. So that's why I'm like, all right, let's find this out together. Let me look at the PV Invective 120 so I can see exactly what he's talking about. Like,
Yeah.
'cause I think I know what he's talking about.
So if it's
Because what he's asking is he doesn't know if he can record entirely silently, and I'm guessing that's probably a thing he wants and stuff. Because I know that I believe that Fierce is in an apartment studio in an apartment situation, so he's got to.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So he wants to know if he can record silently, basically.
He wants to know if he can record it and it has what do you call it?
So basically, if it has a direct
An impulse.
it's XLR. Okay, so it is XLR. So what he's saying is he wants it to come straight through the XLR. He wants to come at direct sound rather than come out of his cab. To me, it sounds like you want to take either the phones or recording out of your amp, and that will make it so you're able to record silently. Because that's at least what the same is with the Boss Katana. Because I do have a USB. And I know it's basically almost the same as the XLR. The XLR is more, it's gonna be something where you're gonna be able to hear it through the cab, I believe. But if you have a headphones, with a cabinet simulated out, that will work as should work as a direct out into your interface.
Bro,
and
you spent $2,000 on that shit.
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to say too. I was about to say, like, you spent $2,000, bro, dude. I spent only $700, and I got the Boss Katana Artist, man. You should have went with this. I'm just kidding, Fierce, man, dude. The PV Effective 120.
You crazy?
So,
I'm just saying, you crazy.
So
you better be doing some live shows so I can see.
Well, Fierce Metal he's doing his thing, man. I'm telling you, Fierce Metal is doing his thing. All right. So I think I see what we're seeing here. All right. So what I'm seeing is a direct. Let's just say microphone simulator.
I've seen this channel.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. So exactly, it comes out of the cab, but I don't want it to. So what you want to do? Yeah, I see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm looking at the back of it. It looks. Well.
Speaker jacks, tone, effects loop.
Is everything in the front? Because there's nothing in the back. I mean, there's things in the back.
No, there's definitely things in the back. No, I see. No, I see exactly what he's talking about. Hello, the Chaos Candle. Welcome to the club. Good morning to you. It is definitely 12:07 a.m. It is definitely just turned morning for us, or at least me too. I believe it's 2:07 for Garguts.
It's early as fuck.
Yeah. So good morning to you, the Chaos Candle. Do you know the Chaos Candle, Garguts? Is he one of your guys?
Actually, no. No. I'm not sure. I really don't know my demographic.
Oh, Fierce. Which giveaway did you won the PV Misha? Was it the Sweetwater giveaway? Wait. I know that you were saying you won it was in a giveaway. You won the PV Invective. Which giveaway was that? My friend? Oh, I think I know which giveaway you're talking about.
How come? Okay, I
Chaos
can't
Candle
see.
is new. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the late night crew. Welcome to the club. We are just a guitar gear, nerds. Right now, we're just trying to solve a little thing with our friend Fierce Metal Dante and stuff. We're looking at the PV Invective 120 and stuff, and he's wondering because he has the XLR microphone simulated direct out. He wants to know if he can be able to record with that without
Well, yeah, I would.
a cab, but you gotta have the cab at least plugged in. That's the thing. You always gotta have a load into your amp. You can't
Can you
you
zoom in
can't
on
sit
that?
there and do that. That's what I'm doing. So what
Yeah, I
he's
think.
talking about is this right here, this XLR right here and stuff.
Okay.
That's the XLR. It's gonna be blurry. Shit. You see that XLR right there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that's the one he's talking
Yeah.
about. That's the microphone
Because
simulated input. Totally
yeah,
get it. Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
if you had like
fucking
a
fierce. Good for fucking you winning the American Musical Supply fucking giveaway. I want to give you a
dude,
nice.
you won that shit, bro. You're
We're
fucking
gonna give you a
crazy.
nice claps here.
What?
Everyone, give a claps up in the fucking chat
What
if you
is-
can for Fierce Metal.
I'm just.
Hey man, I
surprised you
feel you,
can't
dude.
play
Though.
on
I mean, that's the same with me and my Vola. I would have never won. I would have never had a Vola without
Bro,
without
you
that
won
raffle.
that bola. I was tripping. I
Yeah.
tripped on that shit.
I fucking
looked at the price on
screamed,
that.
bro. How do you think I
I
felt?
looked at the price because I didn't know anything about bola, and I looked at the price on that. I was like, "Oh shit, you motherfucker! You fucking were at the right place at the right place at the right time when nobody was there. What is it? 2 times over?
So here's the issue that I'm seeing, Fierce. I don't see any sort of recording out or headphones out. And usually, if you have a headphone out, that will make it so it won't be it won't be heard through the cab. It kind of seems like no matter what, it's gonna come through the cab. That's what I'm kind of seeing.
If it comes to the cap, either way,
Like I mean, I think no matter what, it's gonna sound really good if it comes
what
to
if
the cab.
what if he has XLR to XLR? What is it? Is it female or male? Okay, it's a male.
Okay, well, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe the MSDI. I don't know, man.
It's. I mean,
Test
could
it and
work.
find out. I mean yeah. So by the words of right here that are on the screen, it's saying that silent stages are becoming more and more prevalent. So it sounds like it should be silent, but I don't know. It sounds like you'll be able to at least control the volume, so you should be able to at least have it at bedroom levels.
Well, if, like the whole thing is, if that is an XLR that goes into the input of a recording, what do you call it? An interface. Like say that XLR goes into, and he's got a tone port. It goes into the
Yeah,
tone
that's
port.
the thing. Yeah, he totally could take the output of this, just go
So-
straight into an input of his
I'm thinking
thing.
that's how you would do it, and then it would have an impulse on the inside. That's the simulated part,
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what it means by the microphone simulated direct interface.
and then that tone and level is where you get it. You're setting just right, and then, I mean, you could just be recording with headphones.
There's nothing else you can do. Well, that's the thing. Well, here's the thing. That's what I mean. But there is no headphone jack on the PV. That is what I noticed.
Headphone jack on here.
In the interface, yes.
Yeah, and
That is, yeah. So that's what I'm noticing. But I do understand what you're saying, because here's the thing. With at least my Boss Katana, I have a line out, and then I have a recording out / headphones out. When I put into
line
the
out
line,
is to listen.
yeah, when I put out into the line out, which is what I have it hooked up right now, into my mixer. My mixer's hooked up to my interface. Like, that's how I'm running and stuff. I still hear it coming out of my cab. But if I hook up to the recording / phones out, the cab shuts off, and I hear it only through headphones. So you see, like that's what I was kind of looking for and stuff. But it seems like the MSDI is the only thing that is on the PV. So I would just try it. It seems like maybe at least the level would control the level that's coming out of your cab possibly, or it's going to control the level that's coming out of the it's going to control the level that's coming out of the output of the XLR and stuff. It's going to be this level that's right here and stuff.
I would think so too.
Yeah. So I'm thinking when you plug in the XLR into your interface, it should stop the cab. That's what I'm thinking. Because why else would they have it?
I think.
And why else would it say, as Sweetwater knows, silent stages are becoming more and more a prevalent thing. So clearly it wants a silent stage. So clearly that direct output, it's got to make it silent. It's got to cut the cab. But remember this, Fierce, you have to have a cab hooked up to the speaker, like the speaker impulses, or you're going to fry your fucking head.
You'll probably fry your computer fucking card.
No, he'll fry it. No, he'll fry the tubes in his head. He'll fry every single one of them.
Really?
Because he's not running a speaker load going and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like if I take the speaker, if I took the cord that's out of my Boss Katana and stuff, out of the 8 ohm impedance, and I just took that cord out that was connected to the speaker, but I left the amp on and stuff. But then I kept going through the line out. Sooner or later, I would just fry the whole thing. And no one wants to fry their stuff. So just make sure you have it hooked up to a cabinet. That's like rule number 1 with amp heads and stuff. Just make sure it's hooked up to a cabinet. Like that's what's kept me from getting an amp head, and I just kept with combos. You know.
I mean, Chaos Candle even said I wouldn't recommend it because you could burn out your preamp on your interface, because that's a possibility too.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's probably if you're using.
You might just be better off just miking your amp, man. I mean, but I mean, it just depends. I mean, I understand. Depends on your situation that you're living in. I totally get it.
I've literally recorded with my amp on 1 or 2, and built shit around it, and it was fucking perfect. It was probably like at 1, and I mean, what you have to do is you gotta put that fucking 57 all the way in that motherfucking speaker, and fucking just turn it up at least at 1. That's it.
Hooked up to the 2x12 it came with. All right, at least it came with the 2x12 at least. They come with the I believe it's the matching Invective 2x12.
I would say record it at appropriate times that cops cannot be called at you. And then even at that, just do DI at first, and then reamp.
True.
That could work too.
You could always do the whole reamp situation and stuff, but I mean, hey, man.
And this speaker, that PV looks like it could do some good reamping by itself.
Exactly, but I mean, like, hey, man, I started off just doing, I just started off just doing straight, audio, the plugins. I use a lot of plugins.
What was your first plugin that you used for distortion?
Oh man. Did I buy? I think it might have been Bias Effects. I might have bought Bias Effects first. To be honest.
Wow, I have not heard that name in ever.
Yeah, I still have Bias Effects. No. No. It's one of the ones you. No, that's one of the ones you have to. No, that's one of the ones you buy. But then I also have all the Ola England and the Keith Merrow and Jeff Loomis presets with it too. Team effort all day. Team effort all day, Fierce.
Shit, I want to actually look into learning how to build a fucking plugin. That's probably
and then the free one that I got was the Ignite amps. That's the free one.
Oh, Ignite.
And then
I
they
have
just
Ignite.
they just made a new one where Ignite Amps teamed up with STL Tones, and they made a new version of it still for free. Oh my god, it sounds so much better too.
Did you ever get that French one? It was Le Pool. Le
Oh, the
Pool.
Lepo, yeah.
Le
I never got it. I think I tried, but there was something like I tried and it didn't work for some reason.
Dude, it was such a good one.
Yeah,
It
but it
was
was a good
like,
one. And then I got some Audio Assault ones and stuff, and not a lot of people know about them and stuff.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah,
So,
they're really good. They're super cheap too. So I mean, like we're talking about like 15 to $20. Like some if you get on sales, you can get them for 5.
the first ever plugin I ever recorded on, I did in 2005, no 2003. I did a recording at a studio in like
Mhm.
November,
Mhm.
and I brought I brought a Metazone pedal, and he
Yep.
laughs at me. He laughs at me. He goes, hey, um, I have a plugin here, and you're gonna use this plugin. It's called Amplitude. I'm like, okay,
Sure.
whatever, sure, whatever. That's what I'm saying. And guess what? Amplitude fucks up. So we end up using my fucking for scratch tracks. We use my pedal. So he's just like, listen. Every time he keeps going back to that distortion, he goes, "Look at that badass distortion!" Is up, you know, like that. And then like the next day, he got Amplitude working. So
Uh-huh.
I recorded everything for on Amplitude. He literally cut the price deal on half.
Oh no, did we lose him?
All back,
Oh, he's back. All right.
dude. Fucking, I want to hear that guitar though. Uh oh. Down tuning.
All right, here we go.
Now, man, I have my bass right here. I want to fucking play.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn I'm trying to learn the new Slipknot Neuro Forte.
I have not heard the new Slipknot at all. I haven't heard Slipknot since Subliminal, probably.
Okay. Chaos Candle is asking, would you ever recommend buying just a single high-end mixing monitor if you couldn't afford a pair? Just like a
Wait, what?
single, like, okay. What do you, so are you talking, so for recording mixing, you're talking about buying no.
One
No.
monitor? One monitor?
Chaos Candle, what's your budget you're looking at? Because
I
if
would
you're looking
say-
at a budget, I'm looking at a budget of maybe like $300. You can get a $300 pair of good monitors, Kali Audio and stuff like that. Great mixing monitors, $300 for the pair. I mean, I totally get it. Or great recommendation. Looking for a pair of KRK Rocket 5s on the used market. I found a pair for 150. Someone that barely used them and only used them for home like listening. That's what I got as my recording pair right now, and I got the pair for 150. So
Chaos. I can
definitely don't recommend getting a single one because you're gonna want to get that stereo mix. You're not gonna want to just have the one for mono.
Yo, if 300 is what your budget is, double that in the next 6 months, and then get fucking Yamahas.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like it's.
Yamahas at 350.
Don't. Yeah. Don't. Like I don't recommend doing the whole buying a single high-end mixing monitor. I totally get it. Like, yeah, like I totally get it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you're gonna want to mix in mono and stuff like that, and that's why I recommend getting
Mixing mono is good, and then honestly, if your budget is 300, you might as well get those Empire headphones because with an extra 200.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's great things you can do with headphones. I had to do headphones for the longest time. But yeah, you know, used market for some good KRKs, you can find some good ones. Just depends on where you are too, Chaos. I mean,
I'll tell you this.
Are you in the States? Are you in Europe? Are you, you know, across the seas?
Well, Chaos needs to know that he's got to spend as much as money he's going to spend on his monitors. He's going to probably have to spend 4 times as much on his room.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Because good monitors are not going to fucking matter at fucking all. So you might as well just, if you want monitors, bro, just get those fucking cheap-ass ones.
Hey, also, it doesn't, I mean, it's all about knowledge of the room, too.
Knowledge of the room, knowledge of your monitors.
It's knowledge of the room. Yeah, exactly. Knowledge of the room, knowledge of monitors. I mean, hey, I still get some pretty good mixes coming out of this trailer.
Bro, dude, because you know your fucking ears already.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I know my mixers. I know that. Can't wear headphones. I got tinnitus. Totally understand that, my dude. Every once in a while, I will.
What's tinnitus?
I usually. So tinnitus is when you have that high pitched ringing in your ears, and it just does not go away, or it comes in and out.
I think these are customized headphones to fucking do that, but I mean, I'm not sure. But you could.
All right, it's 2:24 a.m. in Wisconsin. You have a good night. Yeah, it's about the same time for Garguts.
Shit, Wisconsin. Oh, dude, you're the fuck. I thought Wisconsin was that way.
Yo, Wisconsin boys. So, do you know Green Bay personally?
Seriously, man, Green Bay wacky.
Oh.
Seriously though, Green Bay wacky. I was watching a stream earlier today. I was like, dude, this guy all of a sudden he blew up. Did you see that fucking one where it's like 300 people, 400 people in his room?
Oh, you guess those all the time.
I think it was like more than that. I want to say 800, but I'm just being, because I always see 400.
Yeah, I've been in a couple of Green Bay's large rooms, but I've been kind of steering away from the whack man. Like, I love the wacky man, but I've just been like, I got some other things to do, or I'm just tired.
I do the same thing with other YouTubers.
I always wanted to see the Packers. Love me some beer and cheese. We're talking about the Green Bay wacky now. Packers, I don't blame you. I mean, you always got to see them. You got to see Aaron Rodgers before he gets out of there, man.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Oh shit.
I mean, it was hurt most of last season, so you got to see him before he gets hurt again, man.
But did you like that whole cock blocker that is like literally just like one pedal or like one switch? That's what.
Well, yeah, I do very much actually like that. I think that's way better because I think it's, at least for a metal player like me, I don't really want to have to worry about the release too much. I just want to know it fucking just tightens down on that bitch. Really. Because I think that's the issue that I sometimes have with at least the noise gate here on the Boss Katana, or when I'm trying to use like a noise gate on some of my plugins, is using the release. Is sometimes I feel like that's what gets me playing the fucking heavy stuff like fucking, and then not like clamp down and stop it immediately. So I finally got it on the Boss Katana. Finally like figured out it all. But I feel like with the cock blocker, it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna make it a lot better. Just one knob, in and out, like it was cool. Threshold, fucking go. Also, just that fucking graphic on it. Well, that's the thing. So for the 42, so you know how I was talking about the 42 Gear Street auction earlier
Yeah.
and stuff. So Glenn Fricker put up his pussy melter, his Steel Panther
The
pussy melter that he
yeah,
bought.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why I
it's
was talking about.
it's raised over $600 for it.
How much?
Over $600.
In that fucking pedal, like we're like
He
124.
paid two. Yeah, it's like no, you pay. They paid two. So everyone for it paid $200. Maybe I think 150 for the pre-order, 200, like when it came out. And then yeah, ever since it sold out and they're not making any more, everyone's selling them for like $500 to $600. And Glenn's only makes sense because it's just it's all eBay
What's
auction
Glenn?
bids.
It's Glenn.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah,
Fricker, you know.
it's Glenn who's been talking a lot of good stuff about it, and it's an eBay auction bid. So
Did you have you actually like seen the review? Other people review it and be like, it's not all that. And I was
well,
just like, well, it's not all that because y'all are probably more metal, and they are not.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like it's not like the super heavy pedal and stuff. It's not like a super saturation guitar like distortion, but
It's a goddamn fucking good rock and roll fucking drive. That's all I'll say.
mm-hmm.
Better than the fucking boss one. That what is it? The orange one. I fucking hated that. But have you ever noticed that like the orange heads are like now like the metal heads to go to now?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, a lot of the metal guys, but you see, every time I tried an orange amp, I never could get the gain and saturation that I
It's because
wanted out of them.
they don't have like mid tone. They have like these little
No,
fucking
it's always
shapes.
it's all the shapes and stuff like that, and it's usually it's only certain ones have a fucking mid frequency one. Most of them only have a bass and a treble knob and stuff. So it's like, yeah, no, I feel exactly what you're talking about. It's
and
not,
then
yeah.
and then
But
when you get it to the point where it sounds like kind of good, it's just fucking feedbacking all damn day. It's like,
I never even got that far. I would always just get it fucking to the point where it'd be like this.
I would hit that fucking knob of the game, and I just like, because okay,
So that's what I always did, and it never worked. It just would get louder. This.
I'm playing with the guitar player that has it right now, and I'm just like, yo, let me switch it for you, because all I'm hearing is just too much gain. So I have to turn that gain
Right.
down. When I turn that gain down, it literally sounds what you just did.
Yeah,
It
that's
just-
why when I got that's why when I got this thing, I was just like, ugh.
And then in the same band, the other guitar player, he got like a little Black Star head.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, I like Black Stars. Those are cool. But I already have like so much like. I already know it's gonna suck because it's a lunchbox.
Oh yeah.
So it's not even the full Black Star. It's just the mini Black Star. And I keep trying to tell him like, hey man, dude, like, I know like full stacks and like big heads are on their way out, but don't you think like it's on the way out because they want everybody to conform to this cheap ass shit?
Right.
I feel like lunchbox heads don't do enough.
I think certain ones can and certain ones don't.
Can, yes. The Joyo can definitely dish out. For 20 watts, I'm like, bro, just get a Joyo.
Right? Yeah,
Plus
no, the Joyo or even the Vox little mini heads. Dude, have you seen those?
No.
Oh
I saw
man,
them.
dude, I played some of them the first year that they ever came out. It's the Vox little mini heads with the new tubes and stuff.
Yeah.
They're either 15 or 20 watt heads. They're kind of just like the Joyo. They came out just the same time as Joyo and stuff. It was like Vox like iteration of them and stuff. But they sound real good too, and it's like if you want a little bit more of like an old school looking vibe, more of an amp. You know how the Joyo is kind of like more of like you kind of see it, and it's more of like a cheap Chinese kind of plastic thing. You'll when you look at them, you know, with the colors and stuff
it
like
is pretty
that.
plastic, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you look with the Vox, it's like a straight like metal enclosure and stuff like that, and then with like the actual like little thing, it's a VU meter and stuff. So it's just like little quirks, you know, little things like that. But well, they sound hella good.
I remember the Piranha. The Piranha?
Yeah.
The PV Piranha? Wasn't that good. And then
Yeah. No.
the 5150s weren't that good. The little lunch boxes.
No, the little small ones. Yeah, they weren't ever like compared to the big ones. No.
I recorded a homie of mine, Travis, Entheos, playing on the VH or the EVH 5153.
Mhm.
Mid recording, first song, all the tubes go out,
Oh.
and he's just like, "What the fuck?" I go, "Dude, I've been hearing about this problem forever, bro." I like that.
Yeah, that's the next backing track I'm working on.
I was about to say, is that the next backing track?
Yep. It's the next back. Well, because all these backing tracks are gonna turn into probably gonna turn into songs I'll make sooner or later. But yeah, this is just like the next one I'm working on. Just oh.
I could definitely hear it.
It's just
hear the
it's
solo.
after that. Yeah, it's after that I'm trying to figure out what to do because I know it's gonna be like.
Are you doing? Is it a triplet or is it a 4/4?
Let's see. It's in 4/4.
Okay. I was like, is it 6/3 something? 12/8. That's good.
Yeah, I had a whole drum track to it, and I fucking didn't save it.
What?
Yeah. I was just stupid, and it was just super late at night, and I was just like playing, and it was like 4 a.m., and I was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm hella tired. Fuck, I didn't save.
You should do. You should get one of those. What do you call it? Those MIDI drums. Just play with the MIDI drums.
I know. Well, that's what I do want. Is I want to get in. That's like that was one of my next investments. Was I was gonna get after like I was done paying for the amp, I was gonna get an electric drum set.
I didn't hear what
Or
you said. What's the...
Well, after I'm done paying for the my amp and stuff, that's when I'm gonna like put down the money for an electric drum set. But I mean, actually up here I have a real drum set. Actually, I have a real one up here. I would just need to I would need to retune it basically.
Was it electric drum set or like the
Not
MIDI
too bad, but it's just I just need more mics basically. Need a couple more mics.
I know I'm in 2 bands right now, and I'm like, hey, I can record y'all, but you know what? I don't think I can right now because I think I need more mics, better mics.
Well, if you ever want to like record your band, there's always probably places where you could just probably like rent a couple mics for fucking a day or two.
I was already looking into it at a Guitar Center.
Yeah, exactly. You just exactly. Fucking you rent shit from Guitar Center all day long.
I would need it for like 3 days at the most. Because I like to like get the drums all set up. And then the next day I would record them to see if anything's changing, and the third day would be like just full on recording, switching out heads and shit.
Yeah.
Man, hear that? Turn that shit up.
Oh,
Hear
shit.
that? Turn that up. Reminds me of like 80s guitar solo in like an epic part of a movie.
Right. Yeah. You fuck yeah. Then. Well, I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
80s guitar solos are like what I kind of like is what I always like listen to. Kind of the stuff that I can do and stuff like the.
Ooh, I like them. Those called triads.
Probably.
No, triads are like those. What you thinking of? That's like that was like a minor major. Bro, I think you got like this 80s like solo style that you could fucking just like reinvent. That's like Halo.
Ah.
Did you ever see
Fucking noise suppressor?
Do that?
What?
Did you ever? I do the same thing when I'm trying to do a solo. I always have to hit that noise suppressor off.
Okay.
Steve Vai.
Hang on. Okay. No. Keep talking.
I was saying Steve Vai. It sounded like the Steve Vai doing improv Halo.
Oh yeah. I know exactly
That shit was awesome.
Okay. Forgot. Alright, something special for this live stream.
What you got?
Oh, look what we got here. Looks like a new guitar day to me.
Wait,
I was
what?
talking shit about Line 6 earlier.
Is that
Go
the
Power
break?
Rangers! Fuck yeah!
Dude,
Chaos Candle, we know what's up. I'll play the Go
Chaos
Power Rangers theme in here in a second. I just gotta. I would have to pull out a different. Let me pull out this guitar in a here, right here.
you still need to learn the goddamn Green Ranger song, I swear.
I do. So this is not my guitar. This is my same person that owns the Dimebag wah. This is his main guitar and stuff. Here we go.
Wait, what? What is that? Where did you get that? What the fuck?
This is my family. So this is the same person that owns the Dimebag wah.
Okay. He
So
just sent that to you?
well, it's just it's the guitar he didn't mean to leave, but he accidentally left it.
Okay, what is it called?
It's a Line 6 Variax.
I knew it. It's
Yep.
got no humbucker, right?
Huh?
No humbucker?
No, it's got
Oh,
two.
it's got
humbuckers.
Okay,
It's got two.
that's the newer one.
I'll show you what it does.
That's the newer one.
So we plug
that
it
one,
in.
and you switch the modes, right? Yep,
Yep.
I knew it. That's the one I fucking do it.
Sure,
Do it
it's
up,
all
bro.
plugged in.
Give me that sitar now.
So just normal, man.
Yes. Go Rangers, yeah. You will suck it all night, 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 yeah. Go Rangers, everybody.
Ah, your tapping reminded me of it? Well, exactly, my friend.
I remember learning that tapping when I was a kid. I still know it to this day, too.
That is the tapping part to Go Power Rangers.
Yep. Honestly, Jim Johnson and Ron Wasserman are my guitar heroes of learning, teaching me how to play guitar.
But yeah, so this is the Line 6 Variac. So now if I press, I think this button? Or this button?
Do it.
Yep, this button. Now,
I want to hear
so we're in
some-
so this should be still the standard. Now we're in standard still. Now we're in drop D.
It's like Evertune.
Yep.
Evertune. Remember Evertune?
Now we're a half step down.
Oh, shit.
Now we're in drop D flat.
It's just like Evertune.
Basically, but it's more like it's just I switch it and it just changes down. Now we're a full step down.
You're in fucking B right
Now
now.
drop C. Now I don't know what this is. This says M3 down. I don't know exactly what that is. And this is drop B.
How low can you go? Can you keep
Then
going
another
lower?
M3 down.
M third.
Now we're gonna keep going down. Now this is drop B flat.
What was the other one? A? What was even A? You just kept going. What the hell?
And then there's one more. Now I have baritone.
If they made 7 and 8 string versions of that guitar, just imagine the possibility.
Right? But then I could also, so if I go to my clean tone, when I go to my clean tone, let me go back to the standard. Make it easier. Now I can
Just play
change.
some good shit. Play some good shit. I'm gonna step aside for like 20 seconds to take a whiz.
Oh, if we're gonna play some good shit. Let's go down to drop C. Can we do a dive bomb? Maybe if I didn't have a sweatshirt on. Go to drop D flat. I think that's one of my favorite tunings. God, that's his bag.
I was saying that that's one of the tunings that I play in, but no, that's drop D though, not standard D. Can you do standard or can you only do drop?
What do you mean?
Can you switch that top string to dropped?
I believe that's what that switch should be a full step down.
Oh, okay, so everything's a step.
Yeah.
Not the. So you're tuning it already. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you do. Badass. Oh, that's great. But that's the Variox?
Yep, the line six Variax.
And it's got a built-in noise suppressor, right? Or noise gate?
I don't know about on this guitar. I don't know about that on this guitar. My amp has a built-in noise. My amp has a built-in noise gate.
Because I know the first versions of those guitars were like in 2002, 2003, and they had no pickups because they had no pickups, no feedback. That sounds fucking dope. Sounds fucking dope.
I should be I should not be giving a fucking Floyd because I just abused the shit out of him.
Can you do what I like to do with the Floyds, the best thing is the dime bag trick. The squeal. No, the other one. No.
Which one?
When you flick the G string and catch the harmonic in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's like on a cemetery gates. You gotta bend down. What you do is this: you bend down and you flick the G string. You bend down and flick the G string. And when you come back up is your harmonic. There it is. But you have to bend down all the way, flick that G string, and then come back
That's
up.
so hard.
Well, it's so hard, but you're doing it the easy way because you're doing it the regular way. The way that Dimebag and Stevie Ray Vaughan and the way that I do it is you have to have the bar facing that way.
Oh, facing this way?
Yeah, and then you pull it down. When you pull it, when you pull it down, he would say, get your pull because of this reason. You would fucking pull that shit. So you would have to like bend it down hit this, you flick that. This is his words. He says, you grab that bar, you don't even hit it. You don't even need to pick it. You don't need to pick it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pick it at all. What you do is you grab that bar and you grab that fucking G string on the 3rd fret or 5th fret. You dip it down. You dip it down, then you flick it, and then you bring it back to normal. I mean, you got the motion right there. You just need to hit the harmonic. And that was my favorite move. And I learned that shit in one night.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, I almost had it.
No, you don't.
I just need more time with it, and I'll figure that out. This is one of the first nights I've, really
watch his video. I would just say just watch this video, and you'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I do it on a lot of songs because time. Why not? Oh, and definitely because of Big Ray Vaughn. Man, I love that guitar. That shit sounds just as good as the Vola, man. Oh. Got an aggressive side. Wow. So you have it tuned down on your box guitar?
So the actual guitar is tuned to standard. The guitar is tuned to standard. All I am doing is flipping this switch right here.
Okay.
This switch right here has a bunch of different things. So basically what you do is so this is the guitar. And then then I just basically click this knob. So there's 4 knobs on it. So there's a volume and a tone knob. And then under it are the one that has a bunch of different tunings. And then one that's a bunch of different pickup models. Basically. So you can choose from like a Telecaster pickup to a single coil to it's like, so you can get a bunch of different sounding guitars out of this one guitar. You can make this guitar sound like a Les Paul. You can make this guitar sound like a Strat.
Sitar.
That's
what I want to hear.
I gotta figure out which one it is. I don't know if I have the Sitar one.
That's like a delay, but it might be a sitar. I remember a sitar's like. Oh, that sounds so good already. It's just like automatic, bro. It's just like. There it is. That's it.
Like, so there's ways you can hook up. There's an app you can hook this guitar up to. You can mess with the sounds too. I'll figure out like the app and stuff like that, and I could probably mess with it more and stuff. I just don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I just don't want to mess with it too much if my family's friend wants it back immediately. You know, I don't want to fuck with all of this stuff.
Oh, because there's settings on the inside.
Yeah, you can program settings to it. There's 2 custom settings you can program. And
well,
stuff.
I guarantee you, if it's a friend if it's an old friend from the inside of your family, like I guarantee you, he probably left it there for you to fuck with. because he don't get that shit.
Yeah, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, to be honest. But
I got those kind of
hey,
timing snaps.
but yeah, but he knew that he couldn't bring out all of his guitar stuff. He's living out of his car for a little bit in Hawaii and stuff. He's just gonna be surfing, dude, making money, just doing pictures and
Fucking
living out of his
Johnny
car in
Tsunami.
Hawaii.
Johnny Tsunami.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad life to me, to be honest.
Shere Khan did it before he was Shere Khan.
Right?
Or after one comes out. Dude, but that shit sounds sick. That tone.
Well, I mean, this tone's all out coming from the amp, man.
Out of your boss?
Yeah, that's the Boss Katana, man.
Wait, so do you have like it on bypass mode on that
On
guitar?
what?
On the guitar? Yeah.
What do you mean? Is there a
Is it like
bypass
a-
mode?
Yeah, to like just get your amp only.
To like just get just the guitar? Like just
No,
get
just-
just the pickup?
No, just the amp.
What do you mean?
So does the guitar add?
So
Because I know it
so
has
the-
all these settings.
The
so it's
guitar doesn't add any sort of drive, any sort of that. It doesn't have those sort of effects. It only affects the tuning of the guitar, and if it wants to sound like a Les Paul, a Strat, a Telecaster, and stuff like that. That's the different settings that are.
oh, okay,
So it's more
still-
it's more of changing the pick, just like the type of pickups that are in it. That's more of what it's messing with and stuff, rather than adding extra drive and stuff like that.
oh, okay. That's probably why
My
they added the
yeah, my
range.
Fender. Well, my Fender one has like a button that's an extra boost and stuff like that.
Oh,
And that adds a distortion.
Japanese.
That adds and that adds a distortion boost to it, which is actually in the back. You can mess with it with I believe it's it's either a bass mid treble, or it's a drive bass and treble thing in the back of it. But this thing's like fucking. What the fuck is this thing? I mean, if you look at the back of this thing, look at all the back plates that are on this thing.
I mean, I can kind of see it, but damn, it's
You
like
see it better
five. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's one
Or
giant
3.
one, the Floyd, and then whatever the fuck this is over here. There's 3 yeah. It's like, okay.
Got a lot of electronics on the back, so just imagine fucking that shit.
But yeah, that's the Line 6 Variax. For anybody that stayed by to check that out, or anybody in the replay that's going to check it out, because I know people definitely watch our replays, stuff like that. That's what I love about our community. They might not watch it now, but they'll watch it later. Alright, Garguts. Oh, did we lose Garguts?
No, I'm
Oh.
good. I'm here.
Alright, you here? Alright, well, we've been going for about 2 hours. I think we're all going to head on out. Mind if I do on the outro, my friend?
Do it up, brother Ben.
Alright.
Hey, see y'all later. I'm always glad to be here. Glad
Thank you,
to announce
Garguts.
this
Thank you,
Up and running
Garguts.
over
Thank
here.
you, Garguts, his girlfriend I see in the background.
She's over here cleaning her room.
Yeah, I don't
I'm about
blame
to
her.
join.
Yeah.
I'm about to join, but all right, man. You be careful, brother.
Oh,
And,
of course.
and,
If
do
if
it
you're
next
down, yeah, I mean, if you're down, I'm always down to do the live stream. So,
Yep. All right, y'all be careful.
all right, dude. All right, so thank you, Garguts, for coming by, stopping by in the stream. It was great having him. It's always fun having Garguts in the stream. He's always a great friend, great person to talk to, and always in the gear community. So it was great talking about, our thoughts on Tool. I'm not the biggest fan of Tool, and, I was not really into the whole fear inoculum, waiting 13 years for an album and stuff like that. I felt like it was too much. The album wasn't really anything new. They should have came out with that shit years ago, and they probably Maybe we would have gotten a better response from some people. I mean, other than that, it's just diehard fans that's just like, oh, Tool finally came out with a new album. Finally. And it's the same stuff they came out with 13 years ago. No offense, I gotta say. I'm gonna give their full album a good listen through. But at least from their single Fear Inoculum, it kind of sounds like same old Tool. Don't get me wrong, Tool sounds good. Tool is Tool, and Tool's definitely got their own thing, but you know, can we get something a little bit different? Can Maynard come up front to the stage every once in a while? Can he not sit in the back? Can he actually, like, be a fucking front man? No, he can't, because he's Maynard. And that's okay. He can do him, and Tool can do their thing. So, Tool is watered down Meshuggah. Thank you, Oracle Pizza. Thank you. It's a watered down Meshuggah. You see, yeah, that's right. I mean, Meshuggah hasn't done, I mean, from at least my perspective, I haven't heard anything new from Meshuggah in a while. So, we look forward to something new from them, truly. Yeah. So, it's been great having you guys. We've been going for about 2 hours here. I hope you all keep the positivity going in the gear community. Have a wonderful night talking about the Tool. Remember, backing track, it's going to be due by this Friday. If you still want to hop in on the backing track, think you can get it done by Friday, get on it. Hit me up on the email at radfordstudios18@gmail.com if you want the backing track. But if you need to, we want them submissions done by Friday. This Friday, September 20th. I will give you, if you talk to me, I'll give you till Saturday 21st. But I want to get them in. I want to make the full collaboration video. It's been about 3 weeks now, so let's go. So thank you all for coming, Thank you for all the news. We give our salutes to Rick Okasek and, Eddie Money. It's a very sad loss this past week we did in the music world. So we give our salutes off to them, off to the big world. So thank you all for stopping by. Keep the positivity going in the gear community. Later, world. Yeah.